Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're putting the spotlight on the 2000 Maryland State Quarter Dollar coin, a true gem from the legendary 50 State Quarters series. This isn't just a beautifully designed piece of currency. It's a highly desirable collector's item that, in rare cases, has been known to sell for a life-changing sum of money. The Maryland Quarter was the seventh coin released in the 50 State Quarters program, and it pays tribute to one of the most historically rich states in the nation. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see the Maryland State House, located in Annapolis, the oldest state capital still in continuous legislative use. The design is framed with a wreath of white oak leaves, representing the official state tree of Maryland. These powerful symbols come together to showcase the deep heritage and pride of the Free State, making this coin a standout piece in the series from both a visual and historical standpoint. Now, here's where things get really exciting for coin lovers and collectors. While millions of these quarters were struck and circulated, only a very limited number contain rare mint errors that send their value soaring. These aren't mistakes in the traditional sense. They're the kinds of minting anomalies that collectors hunt obsessively because they turn a common coin into an incredibly rare and valuable prize. And yes, the 2000 Maryland Quarter has a few of these rare surprises hidden in the wild. One of the most desirable and talked about errors found on this coin is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once in slightly different positions, creating a doubling effect on certain design elements. On the Maryland Quarter, this may appear on the lettering, such as Maryland, the Old Line State, or even on the intricate lines of the State House building itself. The doubling is often easiest to spot under magnification, and if you notice this subtle but powerful anomaly, you could be holding a coin worth far more than face value. Another highly sought-after variety is the off-center strike error, which gives the coin a visually stunning appearance due to the design being misaligned during the minting process. If you find a Maryland Quarter where the design is shifted toward one edge or partially missing, especially if the date is still visible, you may be looking at a serious collector's item. Off-center errors are especially attractive to numismatists because each one is truly unique, and the more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. You should also be on the lookout for clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin is missing due to the blank being improperly cut. These errors can range from small crescent-shaped clips to large missing chunks, and they add serious rarity and intrigue to any coin they appear on. The Maryland Quarter with a clean, well-defined clip and strong overall condition can command top dollar from eager buyers and auction houses alike. One more error that adds major interest is the cut error, caused when a piece of the die breaks off during production, leaving a raised blob or bump of metal on the surface of the coin, often near the edge or rim. These cut errors are rare, random, and completely unique to each affected coin, which is why collectors love them so much. If your 2000 Maryland Quarter has this unusual feature, and it's preserved well, it's worth having it professionally graded. Speaking of grading, let's not overlook the importance of a coin's condition. A Maryland Quarter in mint state, meaning uncirculated and free from wear, already stands out. But combine that top-grade condition with a mint error, and you've got a truly exceptional piece. Coins graded MS 66 or higher with rare minting errors have been shown to dramatically increase in value, and many serious collectors won't settle for anything less when building out their complete sets. Recent auctions have proven that the Maryland Quarter is more than just a commemorative piece. It's a serious player in the world of high-value coins. Collectors have paid thousands for verified error coins in pristine condition, and with the market for rare quarters still strong, these pieces continue to rise in demand and value. And in one remarkable case, a 2000 Maryland State Quarter with a confirmed double die error and near-perfect grade sold for a jaw-dropping total of $100,000. That's right, $100,000 for a single state quarter that most people would never give a second glance. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. These treasures are out there right now, hiding in change drawers, coin jars, and old family collections. All it takes is a careful eye and a bit of knowledge to turn a simple coin into an extraordinary financial opportunity. So, what are you waiting for? Check your 2000 Maryland quarters today. Look closely at the text, the edges, and every fine detail. Use a magnifier if you have one, and if you think you've found an error, don't leave it to chance. Have it authenticated and graded by a trusted coin grading service. You never know, you could be holding one of the most valuable quarters in American numismatic history, and we want to hear from you. Have you come across a Maryland quarter that looks different from the rest? Have questions about identifying errors or grading your coins? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your stories and helping you on your journey to discovering hidden value in everyday change. Second Rare Coin is going to take you on an unforgettable journey through time, discovery, and hidden fortune, all wrapped into a tiny, powerful piece of American history, the 2000 Virginia State Quarter Dollar Coin. Don't let its size fool you. This quarter isn't just another coin you hand over at the grocery store. In rare cases, it has sold for eye-popping amounts of money, and yes, we're talking about a real market value that has shocked even seasoned collectors. So stay tuned, watch closely, and by the end of this video, you might just want to dig through your coin jar to see if you're sitting on a gold mine. The Virginia State Quarter was released in the year 2000 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a revolutionary series that changed the way America looked at coins. Virginia's quarter celebrates a moment that forever shaped the course of American history, the 1607 founding of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in the New World. The reverse design features 3 historic ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, gracefully sailing across the Atlantic. It's not only a tribute to Virginia's legacy, but also a reminder of the bold spirit that laid the foundation for a new nation. This beautifully designed coin immediately captured the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Now let's talk about what makes this quarter not only historically important, but also financially fascinating. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated, only a very limited number carry rare mint errors that skyrocket their value far beyond their 25-cent face. And this is where the magic happens. These are not flaws to overlook. These are minting anomalies that make each coin one of a kind. Collectors across the globe are chasing after these rare versions, and if you happen to find one, you could be holding onto something truly life-changing. One of the most talked about errors found in the 2000 Virginia quarter is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die in a slightly misaligned way, leading to a duplication or ghosting effect on certain parts of the coin's design. On the Virginia quarter, this can often be seen in the sails of the ships, the dates, or the lettering around the rim, especially in Jamestown or Virginia. A strong, visible doubling, especially when verified under magnification, can turn this already beloved coin into a rare and expensive collector's treasure. Another highly prized feature is the off-center strike error, which is exactly what it sounds like. The coin was not properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in a design that appears shifted or incomplete. These off-center strikes are extremely popular among collectors, especially when the error is dramatic and the date remains visible. A well-preserved Virginia quarter with this type of error can easily become the highlight of any collection and spark major interest in auctions and private sales. Also worth hunting for are clipped planchet errors, which occur when the blank coin is cut improperly, leaving a curved chunk missing from the edge. This kind of minting error is fairly easy to spot and, when paired with a clean strike and strong design features, adds significant rarity to the coin. The 2000 Virginia quarter with a clipped planchet, especially in mint state condition, is not just rare, it's in extremely high demand among serious collectors. Don't overlook the die break error, commonly referred to as a cut. This is where a piece of the die breaks off during the minting process, resulting in a raised bump or blob of metal on the coin surface. On the Virginia quarter, these cuts can appear near the rim or even across the ships and text. They are unique to each coin and are essentially mint-made fingerprints, making them especially appealing for collectors who crave rare, one-of-a-kind finds. And of course, condition is king in the world of numismatics. Coins that are graded as mint state, particularly MS, 65 or higher, are considered top tier by collectors and investors alike. Combine mint state quality with any of the rare errors we just mentioned, and you're looking at a coin that becomes a serious player in the world of rare American currency. It's not just a collectible, it's a piece of valuable art and history. Recent auctions have proven just how much buzz there is around these rare error quarters. Coin collectors and investors are paying thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, for the right Virginia quarter with verified mint errors in high grade. In one truly jaw-dropping sale, a Virginia state quarter with an incredibly crisp double die error, graded in near-perfect condition, sold for a record-breaking $91,000. That's right, $91,000 for a single 25-cent coin. And here's the best part. Coins like this are still out there. They're not locked away in museums or vaults. They could be sitting in your home, your pocket, or that old change jar collecting dust on a shelf. All it takes is an observant eye and a little knowledge to turn a piece of pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Now it's your turn. Have you checked your 2000 Virginia quarters lately? Take a few minutes, grab a magnifying glass, and give your coins a closer look. Focus on the details, especially the sails, text, and rim. If you notice anything unusual, doubling, misalignment, missing chunks, or raised blobs, don't ignore it. Get it checked by a certified coin grading service like NGC or PCGS, and who knows? You might just have the next record-breaking coin in your collection. We'd love to hear from you. Have you found a coin like this? Do you have questions about a Virginia quarter you've come across? Share your stories in the comments below. This community is built for collectors, learners, and treasure hunters just like you, and your story might inspire someone else to take a second look at their own change. Third expensive coin. We're setting sail with the 2001 Rhode Island State Quarter Dollar coin, a small yet mighty piece of American currency that holds not just historical significance, but also an exciting opportunity for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into coin collecting, this quarter has a story you'll want to hear all the way to the end. The Rhode Island Quarter was released in 2001 as part of the wildly popular 50 State Quarters program, which aimed to celebrate the unique identity of each U.S. state through custom coin designs. Rhode Island, known as the Ocean State, embraced its nautical roots with an elegant and visually striking design. The reverse of the coin features a sailboat gliding across the waters of Narragansett Bay, with the historic Pell Bridge rising in the background. This serene yet powerful image reflects Rhode Island's deep maritime heritage and its enduring spirit of independence and resilience. It's no wonder this coin quickly became a favorite among collectors when it was first introduced. But while millions of Rhode Island quarters were minted and distributed across the nation, not all of them are created equal. Hidden among the regular coins are a select few with rare and valuable minting errors, mistakes that occurred during production, but which actually increase the desirability and value of the coin for collectors. These error coins are like winning the lottery for those who know what to look for, and the Rhode Island Quarter has some particularly exciting ones to watch out for. One of the most thrilling errors found on the Rhode Island Quarter is the double die error, which can occur when the coin is struck more than once by the die in slightly misaligned positions. This results in a doubling effect that's often visible in the text such as Rhode Island, the Ocean State, or even in the rigging and sails of the boat. It's subtle to the naked eye but unmistakable under magnification, and if your coin has a clear double die, especially on both sides, you may be holding a piece that is significantly more valuable than its face value. Another rare and highly collectible error is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet, the piece of metal that becomes the coin, is not perfectly centered during the striking process. The result is a coin where part of the design is shifted or even cut off. With the Rhode Island Quarter, this is particularly dramatic because the sailboat and bridge create a visually unbalanced look when the strike is off-center. These errors are rare, and when found in high-grade condition, they command strong interest from buyers at auctions and private sales. Collectors also keep an eye out for clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin is missing, usually in a crescent shape along the edge. This error adds a whole new level of rarity to the Rhode Island Quarter. When this happens without compromising the key design elements, and especially when the coin remains in mint condition, it becomes an exceptional collector's item that many would love to add to their collection. Also adding to the excitement are die cracks and cut errors, which appear as raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin due to a damaged die. These create unique textures and features on the coin's surface, usually along the edge or through the design elements like the sails or bridge. Each of these errors is one of a kind, and collectors go crazy over coins that show clear, unaltered die cracks, especially in coins that are otherwise untouched and uncirculated. Condition is everything in the world of numismatics. A Rhode Island quarter with a rare minting error becomes exponentially more valuable when it's in mint state, graded MS 65 or higher. These coins show no signs of wear, have full luster and crisp details, and when paired with a dramatic error, the combination can be explosive in terms of collector demand and final sale price. The sharpness of the strike, the shine of the surface, and the integrity of the design all contribute to the final valuation. And collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the best of the best. We've seen numerous error quarters from the 50 state quarters program make headlines at auctions and in private sales. In the case of the 2001 Rhode Island quarter, a coin featuring a striking double die error in pristine mint condition was recently reported to have been sold for an astonishing sum. The coin, verified by a top-tier grading service and showcasing an unmistakable doubling in the text and sailboat details, became the centerpiece of a major collection and was sold for a whopping $82,000. That's right, $82,000 for a single quarter that originally cost just 25 cents. That's the beauty and mystery of coin collecting. These hidden treasures are out there right now, sitting in changed drawers, buried in old piggy banks, or tucked away in inherited collections. It just takes the right eye, the right knowledge, and sometimes a bit of luck to discover one and change your life overnight. So take a moment after this video to check your coins, especially your 2001 Rhode Island quarters. Examine the lettering, the sailboat's rigging, the edges of the coin, and anything that seems a little off or unusual. Use a magnifier if you can, and don't ignore those small signs that could be pointing you toward something extraordinary. If you believe you've found something special, consider getting it authenticated and graded by a reputable company like NGC or PCGS, because you might just be the next big coin story. And now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever found a Rhode Island quarter with a strange error or feature? Are you sitting on a coin that looks a little different from the rest? Drop your questions, photos, or stories in the comments. We love helping fellow collectors uncover hidden gems, and your discovery could inspire someone else to start their own coin journey. Especially, we're talking about the 2004 Texas State Quarter Dollar coin, a bold symbol of Texan pride, history, and now, a potentially highly valuable piece of your collection. This is more than just a state quarter. It's a coin that could be worth thousands, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. When the Texas quarter was released in 2004, it immediately stood out from the rest. The design features a striking outline of the state of Texas, a star that represents its nickname as the Lone Star State, and a lariat rope that circles the design, symbolizing the state's proud cowboy and frontier heritage. The coin captures the independent spirit and rich culture of Texas, and it quickly became one of the most admired designs in the series. It's no surprise that many collectors made sure to save it when it first came out, but few realized that some versions of this quarter would one day become incredibly rare and extremely valuable. The real excitement begins when we dive into the minting errors that can be found on the Texas quarter. These are not manufacturing mistakes in the negative sense. These are special anomalies that occurred during the minting process, and they're the very features that drive demand and skyrocket the coin's value. If you've got a Texas quarter with any of these rare traits, you might be sitting on a true hidden gem. Let's start with one of the most talked about and collectible errors, the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, but slightly off alignment, causing some of the lettering or images to appear doubled. On the Texas quarter, this may appear in the word Texas, the date 1845, or even in the bold star. When viewed under magnification, the doubling becomes obvious, and that's exactly what collectors are looking for. These types of errors add significant value, especially when the coin is in uncirculated or mint condition. Another rare and exciting error to look for is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin blank, known as a planchet, is not properly centered during the minting process, resulting in a shifted design. The Texas quarter with an off-center strike, especially if the date and state name are still visible, can be incredibly valuable. The more dramatic the shift, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes. These are the kinds of coins that serious collectors jump on the moment they appear in the market. There's also the highly collectible clipped planchet error, which happens when the blank metal is improperly cut, leaving a curved or crescent-shaped chunk missing from the coin. On a Texas quarter, this error is particularly noticeable and adds a unique visual element that makes the coin a true standout. Combine that with a pristine finish, and you have a coin that can draw big interest at auctions and private sales alike. One more error to watch for is the cut error, caused by a piece of the die breaking off during the minting process. This creates a raised blob or extra metal on the surface of the coin, often near the rim or embedded in the design itself. Cuts are fascinating because they are completely unique to each coin and essentially make your quarter a one-of-one. A Texas quarter with a clear-cut error in high grade is considered a collector's dream. Now, beyond the errors, grading and condition play a massive role in determining a coin's value. Coins that have been carefully preserved and never entered circulation are called mint state coins. If your Texas quarter has a strong strike, no visible wear, and maintains its original luster, it could be graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. And when an error coin is found in such high condition, that's when prices really start to climb. Just to give you some real-world context, several Texas state quarters with verified errors and high grades have appeared at major coin auctions in recent years. Collectors are paying thousands of dollars for examples with dramatic off-center strikes or clear double dies, especially those graded MS 67 or better. One remarkable Texas quarter featuring a powerful double die and perfect surfaces was recently reported to have sold for $76,000 in a high-profile collector's sale. That's right, $76,000 for a coin most people would overlook as just another piece of spare change. And the best part? Coins like these are still out there, quietly waiting to be discovered in old collections, pocket change, or forgotten drawers. They're not locked in museums or hoarded by experts. They could be in your home right now. So, what can you do next? Take out your coin collection, dig into those old jars, and take a close look at your 2004 Texas quarters. Use a magnifying glass and check the fine details. Look for doubling in the text. Inspect the alignment of the design. Check for missing chunks or raised blobs, and pay attention to the quality of the coin's surface. If anything seems unusual, don't toss it aside. Get it reviewed and graded by a professional. You might be the next collector to uncover a rare and valuable quarter. We also want to hear from you. Have you found a Texas quarter that seems a little different? Have questions about identifying errors or want help assessing your coins? Drop a comment below and share your discoveries with the community. Your story could help others or even connect you with seasoned collectors who can give you more insight into what you've found. Last unique coin. We're talking about none other than the 1999 Pennsylvania State $quarter coin. This incredible coin not only celebrates Pennsylvania's rich history and impact on the foundation of the United States, but for some lucky collectors, it has also turned out to be worth a small fortune. So stick around, because this isn't just about a 25-cent coin. It's about the possibility of turning spare change into a collector's dream worth thousands. The Pennsylvania State Quarter was the second coin released in the legendary 50 State Quarters program, coming out in early 1999. That year marked the start of one of the largest and most ambitious coin series the U.S. Mint had ever undertaken. Pennsylvania, known as the Keystone State, played a crucial role in American history, and the design of its quarter reflects that legacy. The coin features an image of the Commonwealth statue, a keystone symbol behind it, and an outline of the state itself. It's a beautiful design that honors Pennsylvania's role as a cornerstone in the building of the nation, and it holds tremendous historical significance. But here's where it gets really exciting. Although millions of Pennsylvania quarters were minted, not all of them are the same. A very small number left the mint with rare and highly valuable errors that make them incredibly desirable among collectors. These errors are not defects, they're anomalies that happen during the coin's production process, turning ordinary coins into unique and prized collectibles. And the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is one of those special coins that has shocked the collecting world with its hidden value. One of the most sought-after errors in the Pennsylvania quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the minting die, but slightly off alignment. The result? Visible doubling in the text, the outline of the state, or even in the statue itself. Collectors who find clear doubling, especially on the words Pennsylvania, Virtue, Liberty, Independence, or the date, are often looking at a coin that's worth far more than face value. These types of errors are fascinating to collectors and extremely rare, especially when paired with a well-preserved surface and original mint luster. Another high-value variation is the off-center strike, where the coin blank wasn't properly aligned during minting. This creates a design that appears shifted or incomplete, often with part of the text or artwork missing along the edge. Off-center strikes are visually striking and easily noticeable, which makes them popular among collectors. The more dramatic the misalignment, and the more of the design that's visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. And when this kind of error is found on a 1999 quarter, especially from the very first batch of state quarters ever released, it's an even more exciting discovery. Also worth hunting for is the clipped planchet error. This happens when the metal sheet from which coin blanks are punched shifts slightly, causing a blank to be clipped, leaving a curved notch on the edge of the coin. A clipped Pennsylvania quarter in high grade, especially with full details and a visible date, can fetch significant value in auctions. These are not just interesting coins, they are centerpieces for error coin collectors who want something truly unique in their collection. Let's not forget the die break errors, often known as cuts. These are caused by a break in the die itself, resulting in raised blobs or lines of metal on the coin where there shouldn't be any. On the Pennsylvania quarter, die breaks may appear near the keystone, the figure's outline, or along the edges of the coin. Each die break is unique, making every coin with this error one of a kind. These kinds of coins are favorites in collector circles because they show clear signs of being truly rare and impossible to duplicate. Now let's talk about grading and condition, because these factors can make or break the value of your coin literally. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with mint state coins starting at MS 60. A Pennsylvania quarter with a rare error in MS 65 or higher can command serious attention and top dollar offers. Coins in this condition have full detail, brilliant luster, and no signs of circulation wear. When a coin with an error is also in this pristine condition, it becomes a unicorn in the world of collecting, a rare and flawless find that every serious collector wants in their vault. What makes the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter even more special is that it comes from the earliest days of the state quarters program, when error quality control was still evolving. Some of the most valuable and dramatic errors came from these early issues. That's why collectors often pay a premium for 1999 dated quarters, especially with verified minting mistakes. In recent years, auctions have featured Pennsylvania quarters with double die errors and high grades that have fetched stunning prices, setting records that nobody saw coming when these coins were first released. And now comes the part you've been waiting for, the jaw-dropping value that has stunned even veteran collectors. A rare and beautifully preserved 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter, featuring a strong double die error and graded at the highest level, was recently valued and sold for an astonishing $120,000. Yes, you heard that right, $120,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of discovery that turns everyday collectors into headline-making treasure hunters overnight. So now it's your turn. Go check your pocket change, your coin jars, your old collections passed down from family. Focus on your 1999 Pennsylvania quarters. Look closely at the text, check for doubling, inspect the alignment, and examine the edges for clipping or odd blobs of metal. Use a magnifier, and if you think you've got something special, don't leave it to guesswork. Send it in to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, and you could be looking at one of the most exciting finds of your collecting life, and we want to hear from you. Have you found a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter that looks different? Have you ever seen doubling or odd features on a coin and didn't know what it meant? Drop your stories and questions in the comments. We love hearing from collectors just like you, and who knows, your comment might inspire someone else to take a closer look at their change. If you enjoyed today's video and want more content about rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. This journey is just getting started, and there are plenty more coins out there waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching, good luck with your hunt, and as always, happy collecting!